Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be entering the Arena Direct Challenge to win 2 real booster boxes in real life. So yeah, we're going to see how this goes. We're going to try what I consider to be potentially the best version of mono white in standard. I mentioned this a couple videos ago, but when Halia first came out, wasn't really sure how good she would be, but after literally hundreds of thousands of games of data, she is the best or the second best card you can possibly have in your opening hand and at any point throughout the game. She's really good. The 1 mana warp fits into your curve at any point in time. She has a draw engine that's pretty easy to turn on and also gains life when she enters and when other creatures enters, just facilitating all your stuff. So she is excellent, and she has a 4 of for sure over Linden, which used to be the 4 of 3 drop in this deck. The other thing I'm doing is instead of running the 4 drop Exemplar of Light, I'm going to run Amalia. If you listen to me, I say this all the time, but yeah, there's just a lot of games you just never hit the 4th land. If the game goes super long, then yes. And if it's the mirror, then the Exemplar of Light will be better because you're just drawing extra cards versus your opponent. But in a lot of cases, just having your deck be super consistent and, you know, running 20 lands with 12 2-drops that all do the same thing, I think it's just going to be better over, you know, a large sample size of games. So we're going to cut the extra 4-drops and run Amalia instead. It's really not very hard with the mana base. Plus, you want starting town in the deck anyway because it allows you to turn on Vigilance and Flying for the Essence Channeler anyway. Also add, if you're not already running Lupin Flower Village and you're just net decking like the most played mono white decks, this is basically a free card. It's a white to spend this mana to cast a creature spell, and the only non-creature spell is basically going to be Leyline of Hope and Shelter, which would need an extra land anyway. So it's a freebie, and then maybe you sack it, and if you're very lucky, you get a bat like the Essence Channeler off the top, which would be a very nice pick. Lastly, instead of running the 16th copy of the 1-drop effect, I'm going to cut a single Healer's Hawk and run a Linden, because I think Linden is still decent, and one of the fastest ways to get up to 27 life off of the Line of Hope. Let's do it. Let's get this a go. I think we have to get 7 wins before 2 losses. In best of 1, I have no idea what this meta will look like. Here goes 6,000 gems. I'll make sure I'm actually recording. I think I am as far as I can tell. Okay, let's do it. 6,000 gems is a lot of gems. Choose your deck. Mono whites. Here we go. Submit. All right. Let's play some Magic. Immediate queue up versus the Kin. I'm hoping we see lots of mono red. It's kind of like a rock, paper, scissors these days. Mono red annihilates control. Control annihilates mono white, and mono white, for the most part, annihilates mono red. We're on the draw. Hand looks pretty good. We'll keep this. It is Boros. All right, so hopefully we have an okay matchup here. 1 card too slow for us. That's okay. Curve is decent if any of our creatures survive. Turn 2 Ajani does nothing, but then turn 3 Halaya into Ajani, plus the Vanguard trigger is all decent. To the face, no blocks. Plot, that's not so good for us. Okay, technically we could gain 3 life if we do the Halia thing here. Or we can wait a turn and try to scale up a Johnny. I think it's probably better. I think we just want to scale this thing up as fast as we can, and we're not going to block. And we shall see how quickly the opponent can take us down with the plotted Slick Shot. One thing that's nice about the meta these days is if you look bronze to mythic, then there are some clear winners. Like Jessica Artifacts is clearly about 60% win rate, and then the mono white lifegain deck is clearly about 60% win rate. But if you just look from platinum to diamond, where people are a bit more competitive and you can't just steamroll people as easily, I think the meta is like very condensed. The highest win rate deck is only like 56%, and it's not that much higher than a coin flip. So in terms of balance, like I think it's pretty good. All right, to the face. Down to 15. Opponent thinking hard here. Do they kill the Ajani? Do they go face? Shock the Ajani. What's that last card gonna do? Yeah, I mean, it's a crap ton of damage. It's 11 damage. And we could very well just lose this next turn. There's not a whole lot to be done about that. We basically need a shelter. I think we'll block with the 4/4 probably. I guess we ought to leave everything back, right? Just in case it matters. And this coming turn, if we live, we don't even know if we can shock in the shrine, but we could go Vanguard. Full War Palia. I mean, we likely just lose right here. We're on the draw without shelter. And this game. Okay. Pretty sweet. 6,000 gems on the draw. It's the whole game. Okay, I think we get 2 or 3 losses. We'll obviously try again. I'll be sad if we're on the draw again and we just lose. How many losses? We only get 1 more loss. God. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right. That's fucking great. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Easy 7 wins in a row. Never didn't have it. I think we need 4 or 5 wins just to break even. I think 4 wins is 3,600 gems and then 2 packs or something. And then 5 wins might be 7,000 something gems. So you actually recoup, more than recoup the initial cost. MD value. We're on the play. That's really the only thing that matters. We're on the play. We'll keep this. Okay. You can come down on 1. Siren, alright. Nice. That's a good top deck. It's a 3/3 bop for 1. Alright, potentially looking to flash in something. We'll go ahead and shock this guy in. I think we go Vanguard here. Rather, Johnny first. And then Vanguard. I mean, I think they want to flash in the... Actually, I don't really know what they are. I was thinking just Demir Classic mid-range, but they could be more Pixie leaning. I'm not sure. I don't know if we're attacking with the Sanctifier or not. If we throw it away... It's a really good facilitator. I don't think it's worth risking, actually. Let us move to combat here, though. Down to 13. There's no Floodplates Drowner. There is a Kieran, so they are Pixie-esque, and they just want the card draw. I mean, they basically need double white Star Cage in a weird kind of alt-meta thing. It's Zenith instead. It's a good card. Okay, that's also a good one. Number 3. Trigger, trigger. I don't think we're gonna have any other free attacks. I think it's just the Eternities. I think they'll eat anyone else for free. I'll take at least 1 chump block here. And I'm not suspecting a sweeper in their deck. I'd be really shocked if they had all these creatures and Zenith and like Day of Judgment. I think there's an extremely small chance they could run a Star Cage with their bounce deck. But I doubt it. Okay, spell number 1. They could go land spell number 2, make 2 chump blockers. Depending on what we draw, we could potentially get in there with Halia as well. And of course the Flyer. I'm just trying to figure out if we can get any free attacks off of this. Shock in down to 11. That could actually matter in terms of turning on various attacks. Just Tragic Trajectory. Still keep the Halia. Amalia, always decent. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Have to chump block both of these guys, which means they can't double block Halia. So I think it's this. Okay. That game actually could go on a little while. Oh man, that's a lot of blockers. Nowhere to run where? On the... Probably the Halia, right? Looks like they're targeting the bat though? No, Halia. Draw engine's gotta go. It's a lot of blockers. That's interesting. Game goes on. Land not so helpful. Healer's Hawk doesn't actually trigger anything by itself. It's a flying threat, but I think we can try to do better than that. That's pretty decent, right? Makes everyone a very solid attacker. I think we'll keep that one on top. Flyer for sure, you guys for sure, and then yeah, probably the Amalia as well, right? Yeah, they don't want to trade off. A Zenith and 3 tokens? I don't know if that's actually worth it. Might be a good trade for them. I don't know if they're actually going to do that. Or sorry, Zenith and... oh, they need a lot. Yeah, Zenith and 3 tokens would trade, but they need to still block that stuff. I think we're good to go here. I mean, one other way to win is to just get Amalia up to 20, sweep the board, and then hope they don't have a shoot the sheriff. As it stands, they have a long sequence of chump blockers for quite a long time. Pick up the token. They don't want to pick up the nowhere to run. Get a fresh card. Another stock up will be pretty good for them. Another nowhere to run. It's a lot of blockers. They take the flying threat, which is about to get big. And actually attack us for 2, which brings us to 28. Halia is fantastic. Yeah, pretty much everyone again. Chump, chump, chump. Chump. Take 4, drop to 3. Interesting. Alright, tap land here. Kieran. Pick up nowhere to run. Very easy double spell. Opponent is not scooping. I mean, Halia is huge, but it'll be interesting if she just dies. We do not have a path to victory yet. We need a... Even a flyer isn't guaranteed victory off the Kieran blockers. Touching stuff. Four damage brings us 28. Alright, that brings us down off ley line, but we will get the pre-combat trigger plus the Halia trigger. If we do this twice, how good is that? If we just warp you in, we can recast you another turn for an extra draw. Or we can just put more stuff on the battlefield. Might be better just to warp and get more triggers overall. Okay, there's a little bit of a whiff, yeah. Alright, another life gain. I don't think we've... Let's see, I guess they can't really... Take a block. If we do this... Yeah, they can't kill the Vanguard still. I think it's worth it. Eventually, they will hit land. Maybe unnecessary to warp the Halia in. There's always a chance we never hit a creature, and then we, I think, want the extra draw engine. But with Amalia out, maybe just assume you guarantee it. I don't know. Okay, pretty happy we won that one. Opponent definitely could have strung that out for a long time. We are 1-1 after getting brutalized on the draw game 1, and actually I'm having kind of an interesting game 2. If we lose, we might just have to run back the video. We'll just keep it on the same footage. The game 1 auto loss to red was not amazing. Hectogram, okay. On the draw, looks fantastic. We'll keep this. Besides being on the draw, looks fantastic. It's red again. Okay. It's actually potentially like a Jeskai control deck or something. Never didn't have it. Okay, that's not great for us. If they had to zap someone here, let's give them the Pride Mate to zap, I guess. Channel's gonna be a bit better. Don't stick there at all. Okay, let's see if there's a turn 3 Star Cage or not. It's artifacts with a fast land. Okay. Definitely an open question of if we shelter here. It's really bad if they have the Star Cage though, right? So we could go straight up Halia. I mean, I don't think we really want to overcommit too much more stuff to this board state just yet. Straight up Halia is just gain 1, so we could shock and then like Halia and Essence Channeler or something. I don't know if we go for the shelter yet. Shelter's much better on Halia another turn, right? Because then they need the snare. Alright, so we'll get the Halia draw. Other option, just play Halia. If they Star Cage, then shelter onto Halia. Then they need Perilous Snare. See if they collect a company. They have the United Battlefront. Alright, let's see if they Star Cage or not. That's the big thing. They touch the channelers. They might have a Perilous Snare. Double Synth is interesting. So what's the most life we could gain before combat? 4 life? I mean, they need to deal with the channeler. They can still go land snare here. To sneeze. It really just matters if they can win next turn or not, or if they have an answer to the channeler. Which means they need Star Cage or snare. Shit, I didn't tap the fucking pain land. Shit, I wasn't paying attention. Oh, that's a big throw. That is my fucking bad. I forgot to intentionally tap the pain land. Okay, we just have to assume they don't have anything though. Oh, I threw that pretty hard. Sorry, guys. Okay, net can tap down the channeler. Take 22. I don't think they can flash in one more creature here. Burrow through. Exactly lethal. Wow. Fuck. Shit. Oh, God. Felt terrible about that one. Well. Oh, man, that was painful. The auto tap, man. Obviously my fault, but yeah, it's a bit awkward. Okay, that was interesting. We'll keep going. Marmots the Mighty. Sure, looks good. We'll keep this. Is it? And we, of course, draw Lay on a Hope the turn after. It's nice. Fear of missing out. Okay. In the Cauldron. Alright, nothing to be done about that on our side. We'll get Amalia going. Shelter's really important in this matchup. We'll leave that one on top. That's a very good card for us. Let's see if they can find an answer to the 3/3. Alright, we do get to just throw down the shelter here if we want. Can still be bounced very easily into the Flood Maw. So I'm not sure we actually have to do that here. I think we probably wait. Just Halia instead. If we Halia for the draw, that would be 3 life. Okay, more land for us. I don't think we need to throw the shelter down just yet. Yeah, it's a playable creature. It's okay. I think we're okay with it. Alright, 2 arms. Opponent to 14. I think we'll leave this guy on top. Eidetic Memory, they know we have Shelter in hand. And they're also under quite a bit of pressure. I mean, they really need Flood Maw to bounce Amalia. Or they need to combo off and kill us. Touching a whole lot of stuff here. I think it's got to be Flood Maw on their side. I don't know what else they'd have. Torch Tower doesn't do it. A Braid doesn't do it. Double Torch is very expensive with enough red. Alright, they go for the Eidetic Memory. They do trigger Delirium. Probably no blocks either side. Take it. I think they know Shelter's coming, but I think we're probably still firing it off here. Another One of Hope. Okay. Yeah, I think we still have to take Fear Missing Out. Which means no Halia this turn. We could put it elsewhere, but I think we're still putting it here. Sure, it is playable with Halia next turn. When it drops to 5, we get a lot of life. We'll still keep the playable on top, I think. But they need to get to the Flood Maw. So we'll see if they have it or not. Still pretty expensive to target. They got to pay the Ward 2 and then also the Ward 3 life. That doesn't look like they're getting out of this. They need now land into the Flood Maw? Or just like a chump blocker? Oh, they're scrambling here. Alright, so they need a chump block for Amalia and they did not get it. Okay. Walk away with 3 wins after a very dubious second game. We win in a Braid. Alright, so if we win... We already have 3 wins? Alright, so we're almost broken even. That's good. If we get one more win here before the next loss, we at least get back our 6,000 gems, which isn't so bad. We're on the draw. We do have Leyline and Opening Hand. It's good against some stuff. It'll be awful against others. I mean, if it's a creature matchup, we're gold. And if they have any removal, we have like 2 dead cards, right? Alright. Get the Sanctifier down. Dead immediately. There's stick here. There's something for 1 you can still cast. Man, do we even just throw away the Ajani? Especially into 1 open mana. They have full control. We kind of need the Ajani to work out. Hey, what do you think they are? Pixies? I think we'll just be mana efficient. I'm not sure. You can run out here, Hawk, and attack, but there's no guarantee they don't just save their removal spell for a Johnny anyway. Could be the mill deck, which can be our worst matchup. So this is the auto loss. I think this is like a 20% win rate against, if it is the mill deck. We're not sure yet. Alright, we do hit some more playable stuff here. There's stick. I really don't have a choice. Okay. It is a, I guess, Pixie slash Dimir mid-range type stuff. It's not the end of the world, I don't think. We could still win this. If we get a little luckier and we can pull off a shelter. Curiosity comes in. We're actually not dead yet, though. We'd love a way to get life gain right now. We actually hit it, too. I mean, it's gotta be this for sure. And now we hope to just whiff. Move to combat. We get the attack off. We do get to scale a little bit. And yeah, we just hope they're out of removal. There isn't always that much removal in those decks. Let's see. Seam Rip. Alright, there goes my Pridemate. That's nice. Probably taking the block on the Drowner. Just to deny them the card. Are we blocking here? Probably not. Alright, we'll see if they just slowly slip away. Not helpful. Trade with the Siren. Really nothing to be done at this point. I mean, I'd say that's likely game. Bad opening hand versus them in particular. So we need an Amalia for this to go right. Okay, I think I'm about good to scoop. Even Amalia is not enough, right? We'll see what the next card is just for the video, but that'll be the end of this first run. So Annihilated on the draw versus Mono Red, which is tough, it just happens. And then Yeah, not a good opening hand. Great opening hand versus some matchups. Not a very good opening hand versus this matchup in particular. Okay, we're good. Not gonna win that one. Okay, so that is 3,600 gems and a couple packs or something. We'll see what we win here. And I think we'll run it back. I might make a little change to the deck. I might take out the Hopes and put in Enduring Innocence Straw Engine or something. Claim our prize. 3,600 gems and 8 packs. Actually quite a lot of packs. Okay, and yeah, I think we'll try one more time.